So what do I wish I was told when I started Forex trading? So if I'm looking back, WillssFX, before he was WillssFX, 5 years ago in 2019, what do I wish I was told? Well, it is very simple. Firstly, I would want to have been told that Forex is not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy journey. It's not going to be you enter your first trade, you make money, your next trade, you make money, and the account just keeps going like that. That is not going to happen. And I'm actually kind of happy I learned that by myself from losing trades, from blowing accounts, because I feel like the traders that don't go through the experience themselves, it's a lot harder on their psychology because they haven't experienced blowing an account. They haven't experienced having massive losing streaks, and they're just seeing other people do it. Obviously, the most advisable thing to do is learn from others' mistakes, but I feel like sometimes it is hard to actually base your trading off of what you see someone else do. And obviously you should only go off your own experiences anyway, because everyone trades differently, but that is definitely something I wish I was told. And that kind of leads on to the next point, is that you won't make money consistently forever, because majority of people that start trading, they'll get beginner's luck. I had beginner's luck. You watching this video probably had beginner's luck, or you will have it at some point if you are a beginner. What this basically means, I'll just go through my scenario with my beginner's luck. So I put £700 into a Forex account, my first live account, and this account went down to £400. I was losing trades, I was over leveraging. You know, if I'm losing £300 on a £700 account, you know, almost 50% of the account gone in a week, wasn't looking too good. However, I kept upping my lot sizes. On this £400 account, I was using 1, 2, 3 lots. It was 1 to 500 leverage. You know, it was actually letting me use these lot sizes, but it meant that I eventually won a trade, and over the next couple of days, I got the £400 account up to £2,000. And this was my beginner's luck. And what this actually meant was that my confidence was through the roof. You know, it wasn't even through the roof. It was just through the whole building, through the atmosphere, into the solar system. You know, it was crazy. I flipped my money and I thought I was the best trader in the world. I thought I couldn't do anything wrong. So what did I do? I increased the lot sizes, as you do, of course. But one smart thing I did, it's probably the only smart thing I did during those times, I withdrew £1,000. That meant whatever happened, I would actually make £300 profit, even if I blew the account. And I did blow that account. That additional £1,000 left in the account, of course I blew that in the next couple of trades. I was trading a few lots on gold. It was bound to happen, and it did happen. The lesson that I actually learned from that, use proper risk management. And that is something a lot of beginners actually need to know. The main reason they actually fall into bad risk management practices is because they're looking at other people online. So someone might see my Instagram videos or my YouTube videos where I'm trading with prop firm accounts, I'm making 10K, 20K, 50K profits in a single day, and they want to replicate these profits. What they're not told is that the people you're watching, they've been trading for years. They've started with small accounts and they've worked their way up, and now they're getting the opportunity to trade with these larger account sizes to make these larger amounts of profits. What you're not told is that you're not going to get the same results. It might take you 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, or you may never even have a 50K day, and that's completely fine. What I wish I was told was that your profits, you might make the same amount percentage wise, but the profits monetary wise are going to look very, very different. If you're making 3, 4, 5% a month consistently on your personal account, but the account's only £500, it's not going to look like a great deal. But then if I'm making 5% on a 200K account, that's £10,000. So we're making the same amount, but the difference is, you know, thousands and thousands of pounds. So then you're going to want to increase your lot sizes to try and replicate my results when it's not obviously possible for your account size. So beginners definitely need to be told, and it needs to be emphasized, that you're not going to replicate the results of your favorite creator, your favorite trader that you're actually following online, because they've been at it for years. They started where you started, but they're obviously not in that position right now, and that is why you were trying to learn from them. And speaking about learning trading, the best way to actually learn and develop your own edge is to pick one strategy, stick to it, and master it. It's as simple as that. I see so many people strategy hopping. They'll buy this person's course, follow this course on YouTube, but they're constantly switching their strategies. So let's say I've learned 5 strategies over the past few months. and I'm a beginner trader. Next time I go onto the charts, what I'm going to see is, okay, I see this person's strategy here, it's telling me to sell, but I also see this person, he would have been buying here. So now you've got conflicting views, and what do? Which person's strategy do you actually follow? Because you've learned multiple strategies, one says buy, one says sell, what do you then do? If one works, but you entered the wrong one, you're gonna be like, oh, that person's strategy worked, okay, I'll follow that one next time. But next time it's the same situation, but then that one loses and you enter the wrong one again. It's just a complete disaster, and there's not really an easy way out of it, because you never know which one is actually better unless you test them both on the long term, or you've backtested years and years of data. What you're going to want to do is pick one way of trading, preferably one that actually fits your lifestyle, one that fits around your work hours or your studying hours, or basically your time zone. Some people, notably in Canada, the US, it's very, very tricky for those sort of people to trade during London session just based off the time zones. So you're not going to look to trade a strategy based in London session if you can't actually wake up for those trading hours. So definitely be careful about the trading hours you're actually entering trades when you are backtesting. And the next thing is just pick one and just master it. It's as simple as that. Whether it's support and resistance, whether it's supply and demand, it's basically the same thing anyway, but you'll notice that most strategies are exactly the same, they're just labeled differently. You know, people say this one works, this one doesn't work, but I feel like every single strategy works if you apply it correctly. If you've done enough testing that you know if it is profitable in the long term, and on what pairs, what time frames, is it profitable? And then you apply risk management to that, and you can get a very, very good strategy. You don't have to have 100% a month or 50% in a month like most people claim to make. If you're making a few percent per month, that is very, very good. You know, as long as you're beating the S&P 500, you're outperforming the stock market, so it is very, very good. And that means it is a very, very good return, which is obviously the aim for us as traders. And don't ever go out searching for the holy grail of trading. The main reason why people do a strategy hop is because they are searching for something that doesn't exist, which is the holy grail of trading. There's not one strategy, there's not one pair, one time frame that's going to suddenly unlock this 99% win rate. It's just not possible. And if that was the case, everyone would be using it. No one would sell. You know, if I discovered the holy grail of trading, I wouldn't tell anyone about it. I try and make as much money as possible from it. And it's as simple as that. But trading is all about probabilities and not perfection. You're never going to perfectly execute every single position. You can perfectly execute based on your plan, but in the markets, you could have always got a better entry. You could have always held the trade longer. You could have always maximized your profits. You could have always had a smaller stop loss. There's no way of actually perfecting trading. It's all about probabilities. Okay, over 1 year, this is my win rate. Over 6 months, this is my percentage of being profitable. These are facts you actually need to know about your strategy to see if it is actually profitable and worth putting your time and money into. Another thing I would say is people don't emphasize enough that you're not going to flip your account from £100 into £100,000. It's just not possible. But you see these people promoting, you know, with affiliate links, these brokers that offer 1 to 500 leverage, 1 to 1000 leverage, and it's a complete disaster. You're better off saving your money, purchasing a small prop firm account, whether it be 10k, 25k, or even 50k, and then just work your way up the prop firm ladder. Work your way up with account sizes by using your previous profits to pay for future larger accounts, and scale up by doing this. You're not going to flip your accounts. You might do it once or twice. Trust me, I've done account flips before and it doesn't go well every single time. You're going to have disasters. You're going to blow numerous accounts in a row. You're going to think, okay, when I do flip this one account, it's going to be perfect. I'm going to make back all my losses. But do you really want to trade hoping for that one big trade? No, that's basically gambling. It's like going to the casino hoping for that one big win that wipes out all your gambling debt. That's not really the situation you want to be in. So you can utilize prop firms to actually grow your capital to therefore grow your personal capital from payouts. You're going to use the prop firm payouts, compound your personal account, and then scale from there. Extra, kind of based on this, you're not going to want to have trading as your main source of income. When I say main, I mean your sole source of income. So it can be your obviously biggest source of income, but you're going to want to have other income sources. It could be in the trading industry, it could be completely external to trading, but you're going to want to have other income. I've actually mentioned this a lot on my channel because I feel like it is very, very important. if I didn't have income outside of trading that covers all my expenses, my living and everything like that, it would be very, very tricky, because every month after I paid the bills, I would be rushing to enter trades. I'd be looking, okay, I have to make this much per month to just buy food. I have to make this much per month to just afford electricity or to afford water. It's very, very tricky if you're putting this kind of stress and pressure on your trading. Whereas if you have other income sources, even if it's just a part-time job, this is great, because it means that although you're having to put in hours working, there's nothing wrong with working. A lot of people seem to think it's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with working, and it relieves a lot of pressure from your trading, which means you can perform better when you're on the charts, which therefore means you can ideally make more profit to then help you leave your job eventually. And moving on to the last point, and this is probably a point that most people watching this video resonate with, and this is people outside of the trading industry won't understand what you're doing. They won't understand the trading journey. A lot of people see it as kind of wasting time, because you're putting all this time, all these hours, all this money into something that is giving you little to no return in most cases. It's going to be months, if not years, where you're not going to make a single penny. You're probably going to be negative. But if you have accepted this and you are okay with losing, you know that you're going to lose the money you put in, then this is fine. As long as you're learning and growing from your previous results, that is perfect. The people in your family, your close friends, your partners, they won't understand what you're doing. Even now, most people that I know, they don't really understand trading. They just think it's crypto or gambling or online finance stuff. But that doesn't matter. As long as you know what you actually want from trading, there's no point going into trading 30 minutes a day expecting to become a full-time trader. It's probably not going to happen. You need to put in proper amount of hours. When you're making a lot of money from trading, you can tell that that person has actually put in enough hours to actually go through the hard times. The hard times are going to be there, but the rewards are definitely worth it in the end. So with that said, if there's anything I missed, be sure to comment it down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.